Fine.
And a Yoshi egg.
I might as well just screen share my thing.
Alright, Toadsworth, give me that device. Thanks. Now I can level up my Pokemon now. Let's go, I got a rare candy, let's go.
I'm screen sharing.
Alright.
Also, I did invite you. Did I invite you to the server? Yes, I did, just in case other teammates of mine want to join. Nicole, do you mind if we do that?
Do what?
Join my villain Discord server just so if my teammates join the call.
Yeah, we can join. Why not? I'll join the call.
Promise no leaking info to.
I won't do shit. I'm too lazy, dude.
Okay, mate.
I won't do jack diddly shit. So.
Let me show you some things I've been working on. Yes, it might be look at my inventory.
Hang on. Yeah. Live. Wait. Hang on. It won't let me look because we're in a freaking general. God damn it. Wait. There we go. Got it. I had something called skill issue. You got totems.
Yeah. I'm becoming more powerful by the second.
Yeah.
I am not letting down.
Let's go. I hatched my Yoshi egg.
Oh yeah.
Skill is all I need.
Oh yeah, I need to show you spawn.
Was like is spawn destroyed?
Well, we had to put glass over it because someone did a little something called logging into my account when it was on cracked.
Yeah.
Which they used /fill to fuck it over.
They fill it with a lot of glass.
No, we did this so people didn't fall in. I made this though.
But you should probably tell them why there's glass there.
I will. But first, I need to get my shears.
Yeah.
Totally not for more bed mining. No, what are you talking about? Like, yes, I have a ridiculous amount of wool. I mean, netherite, like 8 ingots, but who says I don't want more? If you can't tell, I'm a little bit insane on this server.
Yeah.
I'm power hungry. I need feather falling. That's the only thing I need on my boots. And the netherite is for my other teammates. Now, I do not have the interest in hunting down other players.
Oh, you want to bring the players to you?
Like, that are not on my team, I have no interest. Only reason I would have interest if my teammates were online. You can see I have 20 hearts.
Yeah.
So you can you can get why I'm not interested.
Hmm.
What do I have to gain? Killing a player?
Right.
Killing a player while I'm the only one online? Makes no damn sense.
Yeah, does make no damn sense.
So, what should be my next plan?
I don't know.
We have not gone to the end yet. Been considering it. I do want to go nether mining. Also, some fool did set up a base near spawn, but it's already been raided.
Not smart to be near not smart to be near a base like that.
Huh?
Not smart to be like that base being that close to spawn.
Yeah, no. Trust
Just
me,
saying.
we all knew.
That place was gonna get raided on day one.
Oh no, I left it alone for a little while because I want to see when the fuckers log back on so I can murder them.
To just steal their hearts.
Yeah, but then I got donated hearts.
How do you get donated hearts?
/ withdraw because people started to fear me.
If people start fearing you, they're just gonna give you hearts and be underneath your wing.
Oh no, here's the thing. Players aren't gonna give in to pressure anymore. The rest of the server will know. My team and me rule. I want them to cower. We made invis pods for a reason.
Yeah.
You think I'm dumb?
No, you're not, but you're smart.
We made invis pods to find people's base. Also, do you mind helping me out with Classic's next form?
Like, how exactly?
Just a design.
Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to, like, design. That's the thing.
Well, that's the thing. We're working on it as we go. We have no solid idea yet. We have prototypes to work from.
All prototypes are not going to be as good as the predecessor.
Yes, that's the thing. These things are to build off of. You know?
Yeah.
I did make a joke about, am I giving Classic the ability of Starburst Stream? If you look at the prototype designs.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the Saiyan tail because they were forced to be half Saiyan, but that's beside the point. Anyways. Okay. I have enough wool for now. Okay. I'm gonna put some potions away. Some of my pots away. Because I need to go nether mining. And, nether mining is a very delicate process.
Yeah, it is. Delicate process.
I'm gonna go to my village. Hey. What the fuck? I crafted 2. A lot of these fuckers need more. They need more jobs. I need to make them have jobs, but I am a little lazy. And plus, I don't know what to make their jobs.
Laziness be always coming in clutch.
Do you think anybody's safe from me?
Well, some people could be if they hide in places where you can't find them.
Yes, but do you think people will be safe forever?
I'll think about it.
I am a Stegosaurus!
I'm gonna save this game and play it for another time. Fine, I know there's another good Pokemon game that someone's made for Game Boy.
I nearly forgot something. That could have been bad.
What did you forget?
I nearly forgot some fire res. I need to make more fire res.
Getting hyped up for that, the frickin', you know, the Sonic stuff against Rewrite and shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting for everything. I'm in eternal pain.
What?
Leaving us off on a cliffhanger?
Hey, it was expected, though. I didn't even expect it to be left on a cliffhanger. I thought, like... So, you know what what me and Clover were planning about how Metallics got his memory back? Or it was gonna get back?
Yeah?
I said I wanted to do it during the tournament of Eggman, during the Infinite match.
Mm-hmm.
And during that match, it would be really intense because, you know, everything's like, you gotta be prepared for everything.
I don't know what we're calling Metallics' new form, but
What the big form?
um, whatever it was, I can't remember.
Or his old form?
I don't know. Okay, I need to go somewhere.
Alrighty.
I'm going back to base 1. But Cybersonic did just go all out because he was having fun.
Yeah, that right fight will be random as hell.
But they're gonna be tired out, but
Well, everyone's gonna be, well, except for Metallics. Metallics can't get physically tired.
Cybersonic will have an ace up his sleeve.
So will Metallics.
He's gonna like
he was holding on.
He
was holding, well, not really a thing he's gonna be using as an attack, but he has. Bowser, there was a reason why Bowser left earlier, when he failed it earlier, while he died to, we didn't really die to Infinite, he just broke apart. That was what happened with him. That's why he didn't win against Infinite.
He goes like, you really don't expect me to have Chaos Emeralds on me? And more than the ones I used?
No, what Bowser was planning, what he was planning was a failsafe in some way, because he knew something. Bowser may not be the smartest character in the lore, but he can plan that this was going to be a trap of some sort. He's just like that. Bowser just he's a general, so he would have known.
Do you think Cybersonic didn't already catch on?
Yeah, it was. Bowser was getting getting catched on, so he has a few of his airships ready to go through the rift where Sonic and the others went to. So he can give you some decent backup.
This is the base I was talking about.
Alright.
Why the fuck did they place it so close to spawn?
Hey, let me just save my game real quick so I can take a peek. I don't know that it's really a base of some sort. I think it's just some random ass structure they built. Because trapdoors isn't really a good door. There's nothing in. That's not even a base.
They. Oh no, they just covered. Can I go past the area? Nope. This used to be a base.
I guess there was a base here, I guess.
You know what, fucking, I'm stealing the books.
This base has already been in ruin, and you're just taking everything else.
The reason the base is in ruins is because it's so close to fucking spawn!
Well, yeah, it is.
The dumbest move in history. Like, I went over 11k blocks away to build my base.
Yeah, you did.
Because I don't trust anyone.
Yeah.
Except my teammate.
Yeah.
And I know I can take Anthony and Frisk on with ease.
I saw you guys playing Repo today.
Yeah.
I was there with Chaotic. We were just existing in the chat.
Yeah. I was actually kind of tired because I didn't have my Mountain Dew. But now...
Poor Mountain Dew.
I
can confirm that I lost rock, paper, scissors with Papyrus. I can confirm that.
Okay. Give me that wool, baby. You know what? Birch, you're gonna be a good substitute for wood.
Oh, okay, the big form. Okay, that's what you were talking about, Chaotic. I don't know. I think it's gonna be called, like, this Master Mode, or something else. I don't know. I'll have to think of a better name another time.
But do you notice anything of what I'm doing?
Yeah, he's collecting some wood.
Do you know why?
Apple.
No. Or simpler, to create beds.
Oh.
Think
yeah, something that Sonic did miss during the Scourge fight. Sonic didn't see. Metallix was in light speed when he was fighting him. That he doesn't do really. Metallix does not do much light speed. Because it can break him in some way.
It just dumbfounds me that Cybersonic was feeling good about himself the next moment, overpowered by Scourge.
I still did like how Metallix and Scourge during the fight punched so hard it caused a giant shockwave.
It was like, just as I was thinking, I got an advantage.
Metallix was a combat robot. Nothing could really take him down unless you break him. Or just take off his head. There's like a little screw there that you can just unscrew him. It was that easy to take him down.
He thought he finally got ahead of Scourge.
With Scourge, he's a little bit more reckless. Well, a little bit more, you know, aggressive, if you know what I mean. And Scourge is willing to take some risks, so.
Village number 2. I'm dropping off sticks here.
I can confirm that Killer Sands cannot cook for shit.
Okay. Time to go. Actually, let's see if I can... Wait, there's another chest right here. God damn it. I have too much shit in my ender chest.
You have too many discs.
I don't have... This is only to reinforce server rules. Another portal. Let's get going. Chat, it's about time we start mining.
About time to figure out, I don't know.
See, I got so much wool and...
Oh yeah, I forgot to say thanks for the Siggy, chaotic. Forgot about to say about that. Someone in the car is dealing with a real nightmare a while ago.
It was separate. Corrupted, and he was just... and he was just going like, okay, this is life now. I'll cope with this.
Virus tells me things that he isn't supposed to tell me. Well, I think it's just made up in my head.
One, two, three. Ba ba ba. I can create one more bed until I have to head back here. Wait, no, I can do one more. I have a little too many beds.
But I guess that's life for ya.
Well, again, I am going nether mining. Okay, nether quartz I'll take for the XP. I've already been this way? Okay. Drinking fire res.
Fun facts with Dust Sands 2. Because the first one didn't exist yet.
Okay, so let's see. Mining for netherite is going to be slightly painful.
No, whenever you're doing this, I'm gonna do my own Q&A Thursday with Dust Sands. Perfect.
I want to do a Q&A stream, but knowing my luck, I'm going to schedule it. People say they're going to show up. No one does.
I'm almost doing a mini one just for Dust Sands. So, or I guess for me, so. If you need questions answered, I'll give you them questions.
Like, I'll see if anybody's interested. Because I feel like
What questions and answers are we gonna do? Be like what channel?
my main, because I feel like I've grown a lot.
Like, is it gonna be based off the Undertale lore, or is it just gonna be based off of how our characters are?
Oh, any questions? Like, I just want a Q&A stream where it's just a Q&A. It's not smash or pass, for the love of God.
That would be a real bad time. Oh God.
That was the last Q&A stream.
No, what was I there for that one?
No.
The last one on Chara, on the UT Chara channel?
Yeah. Last time I did a Q&A stream.
I don't want to question what characters that were there.
I can't remember.
I don't want to question what characters we were probably doing stanzas, honestly.
I don't remember what it was. It was a long time ago, Chaotic. That shit was cursed.
Probably gonna happen again. I don't know, Chaotic. I'm a skeleton man. I don't really think that would do anything. But knowing Killer stance, he'd probably say smash to everything because he's.
No, this was Q&A specifically towards me.
Well, no, how Killer really does act, he flirts a lot, so.
I really want to do a Q&A stream. That's just for me.
Dust the Guardian. I think Undyne is a bad influence on my ghost brother.
No, like, they were asking me directly. And it was, like, mostly smash or pass. I go, like, why?
People just be weird like that. Oh, netherite, there we go. One.
I knew
Maybe two. No, there's two behind the fire.
Yeah,
There we go.
What do you think I do?
This kind of looks like my one of my dark blue eye now that I have.
The reason I have that is just so it's easier for me to spot out.
Still kind of weird to have a dark blue eye now. I haven't had a blue eye in a while.
Anyways.
I guess you can call the cyan one of my blue eye.
Okay. Fuck you, Gravel.
That gravel wanted to kill you.
I know. Bro.
Oh.
I'm getting XP, do you mind?
Fuck, I'll make some new Fuji tags of killer, horror, and insanity. I want you to meet them, so... Well, I guess you already met killer, so...
My God.
Killer's probably like one of the most unhinged characters. Yeah, okay, like, you probably would make a really great killer, honestly. For how, like... You probably would make a really great one. I'm trying to base my killer off of Underverse, because that one has a really good voice. And I can kind of do it sometimes, but it puts a strain on my voice.
Like how I put a strain on my voice all the time.
Well, no, because horror, I have to... Horror is... I mean, why did I say horror? I meant to say killer, just... Killer's killer. He's pretty tough to do.
My Fleetway voice. My Vegeta voice. I've been recently trying to pick up my Bakugo voice again. You damn nerd! Still not the best. I'm not back at my prime, but... Shut up, you damn nerd!
Okay, hello, cat. How you doing?
A little... Wait, no. Okay. The only reason I feel comfortable revealing my chords in the Nether is because I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it seems pretty reasonable right there.
Because what are they gonna do? Jump me?
Maybe.
When no one's online.
You don't know that. People could... Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. No one is online.
Yet. And plus I'm anti-jump. I have jump resistance. The reason I'm going back to my base is to make more... Fuck.
What?
Someone's gonna come back at stream and look at my chords.
They might.
Whatever. Need to calm my ass. I'll just have the base on high alert. There's someone guarding it at all times.
Which sands should I do first, chat? Which murder sands do I do first?
But you know why I say I'm anti-jump resistant?
The fall damage hurts.
The fall damage is the only thing.
Okay, thanks, Chaotic.
The only thing that can hurt me is fall damage.
We should be after horror. Should I do killer or do I do insanity?
Mm-hmm.
I'm letting chat decide because chat's cool. Alright. Wish you luck on that.
I just made a bunch. I need to get more diamonds.
At least Kari will be able to play with the murder sands now. Instead of them just being chat bubbles or them using my Fuji tech. How would Chara act? Well, how would you act with the other bad Sanses?
Well, it depends on which one.
Okay, Horror would probably be the most easygoing guy, honestly. He just wants food. He's a hungry bastard.
Counter would be able to help. Like,
well, you gotta hope he... Well, yeah, you probably could help him with the food incident at his AU, but up to how Horror sees ya. Bless ya.
Well...
And he has some insane PTSD from Undyne, so you might want no spears involved.
Counter doesn't wield a spear.
Yeah, but if someone does, he gets insane bad PTSD.
You realize Counter is scared of 6-shooters, right?
So does that mean he's scared of Clover?
He tries not to think about it.
You know Clover would never hurt ya.
Oh, it's because one of his friends died in front of him thanks to a 6-shooter that basically had magical properties that said no, nothing can bring him back.
They might have used Clover's gun, honestly. It feels like they would have used it, because that thing has some magical properties.
It was back in season. It was back in season 1, so
always,
no one else.
It always has ammo. It always has ammo.
Back in season 1, yeah, a 6-shooter killed one of his friends that had a no revival rule, basically.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right, Chaotic. Horror is like super tall.
And,
it's like a giant.
And Counter is traumatized from that.
Oh god, wait. Counter's just gonna see this big Sans. He's gonna be taller than Dust as well. Horror is super tall.
Counter's not intimidated by height.
I know, but the look of height from Horror might be intimidating though, because Horror is a tall Sans.
Counter's not intimidated by that shit.
Horror will try to intimidate him with it though. No one can.
You remember? Well, here's the thing. He learned through his spirit training he's undead.
Yeah.
But he goes like, meh. If I play my cards right, I can just... food would actually be able to appeal to him. And he might have the height advantage, but I probably have the speed advantage.
Yeah, you do have the speed advantage against Horror, but Horror is melee fighter. He can't summon blasters due to his without his magical eye being ripped out.
And that's counters.
That's his advantage against Horror. Just Horror is lacking magic attack. Well, he can still use bones. Just blasters are just not working.
With counter having the speed advantage, it will lead to his favor because he will have more time to think.
Yeah. If you're up to play some more games later today, I plan on bringing these guys in.
Maybe. But counter having speed versus
Horror's height, you could honestly take him down.
that's
Or at least try to take him down if you can.
counter
He has
would
very high defense stat. Well, he can't die due to him being already dead.
find a countermeasure.
Is that a pun?
Not on purpose, but whatever.
That's one counter right there.
He would find a way to go like, wait a minute. They're slow as hell, but they have incredible defense, but his brain would be working overtime.
Yeah.
But with his smarts, I would actually believe what he would do is in short bursts, every time he lands a punch, he would use a Kaioken, then back off.
Horror does get hungry over time, though, so he's gonna have to be careful with that, because he probably tried to take a chomp out of ya.
And then once he sees that, he's going to get food.
He's gonna have to back up.
He's going to get food for them. Counter has that smart of wait for the perfect opportunity to attack. Like, you've seen Counter. Like,
Dust is very kind to him.
But the only time he's gotten a little reckless in Season 2, well, not reckless, but more angry and stop thinking about his survival was when he was going up against Killer and...
Yeah, what happened to Killer after you slashed him and he went into, like, that face? He kind of just left. He was just done with the bullshit and just left. He was tired.
When he realized... See, the reason he didn't back down is because, well, his stubborn nature kicked in.
Yeah.
And he went like, I've already ran once. I'm not running again. His anger fueled him.
Cannot wait until we do Season 3. I mean, not... Why did I say Season 3? Episode 3.
Ooh, orange debris. Ah!
Oh, he fell.
No, that was lava.
In the underground.
But that's why Counter didn't back down when he only had one arm.
That's why Dust showed up, because he could sense, yeah, you were hurt.
You know, like, I might be one arm down, but that doesn't matter.
As Dust said, he sees you as his kid from a long time ago.
He was just enraged.
That's why he screamed "kid" to try to save you from Nightmare.
Eventually, that adrenaline did, like, fade, but he was breathing. He was still kicking.
Yeah. Alright. I can't believe I already got a good sketch done for Horror already. Looks decent. I might update it in the future or not. It's up to me if I want to plan that for horror. I know Insanity's probably going to get one design, because Insanity's just going to be one character that will just be there for a little bit. I still got to plan out how he's going to act towards Counter.
Or VR. Again,
yeah, because I don't know how he's going to act towards the both of them. I know he's insane.
VR is more aggressive. Well, Counter thinks through the situations first.
Well, I don't know how he's going to do against an insane psychopath being Insanity. And I wonder how he's going to act with Papyrus's skull being in the picture as well.
That would enrage him. He would go, you're just letting him suffer.
The sad thing is he's actually still alive, I've heard.
Yeah, no, he would know this because monsters turn to dust.
Yeah, and technically he would be still alive from it and suffering.
Counter would be enraged. And just be more determined to bring him down.
Try to bring down Insanity.
He would realize that their stamina's through the roof.
Yeah, that's how Insanity is.
He would try to find ways to counteract.
Well, a weakness. If you can out-determine Insanity, you can beat him. And you can outsmart him. He's not the smartest.
Well, outsmarting people is what Counter's good for.
Insanity is dumb. Well, he's not really dumb. He changes up his attack patterns if you reset and continue in the save screen. So he's pretty decently smart.
But remember, reset and continue are broken.
Yeah, so technically you have to think of a different battle strategy for Insanity.
So Counter has never relied off that.
Plus he's never met Insanity before either, so he's dealing with something that he's never fought before.
But he analyzes the movements very quickly.
I don't know if I want to make Horror covered in like at least get his shirt in bloody, because he just ate something, or just make it bloody just because of the humans, well, the people he's killed. Do I do that? Yeah, no.
And also, if I could use my legs, know this. I would be throwing kicks into their fighting style.
Yeah.
Because they're not only able to use their fists, they're battle geniuses, for fuck's sake.
My god, this is so much of an easier way to get these Fuji techs done. Oh my god, I'm so happy I figured out a better way to make Fuji techs.
I mean, if I actually get around to it, I might make Counter's wrathful form. Or Akari.
I'm not a huge fan of that dark blue color. I want to use Horror's like darker, like this color for his jacket, like a very faded out blue.
You know what Akari is, right?
Yeah, I know what it is.
It's the grade 8 form, but in the humanoid state.
Yeah, with the tail.
It's not really necessary for the tail. Counter can just, if the eyes are just yellow with a pupil in them, that means he's just harnessing the power.
Yeah.
And he goes, and if it activates, that means 1, he's enraged. 2, he gets 10 times his normal power.
Yeah.
Which might be a little bit more scary to go up against. One day I will have to record me screaming.
You're going to like make like the perfect tone.
Huh?
You're gonna need like the perfect like decibel of voice tone for a form like that though.
No. just for his rage to show, he would be screaming, and I don't want to fucking do it all the fucking time.
Understandable. Probably be able to get all the Bad Sands models done today for VR, well, Fuji models.
More ancient debris! Yippee!
Yippee-ki-yay.
6 ancient
know.
debris so far.
Insane's just gonna be crazy. That's what I'm all planning for him to be. An insane monster that has a few screw looses.
Now, if Classic was actually involved, he would just be unimpressed.
Technically, it's not Insanity's fault for being crazy. Technically, it's Gaster's fault for making him like that.
Yeah, but no, Classic would just be having that stone cold face of, really?
What, seeing Insanity?
No, just even fighting any one of them. He would get bored.
Insanity has some good strengths and weaknesses. He could probably not hold up too well, but
Not against Classic. He would just... Classic...
Well, Dust has been able to didn't Dust hold up to him decently during the Sans versus Chara's thing?
Again, they were spirit training, which actually dwarfs their power. Like, it really cuts down on their full power.
But didn't Dust punch you hard that one time? Well, didn't I punch you pretty hard one time? I remember doing a good punch and you got sent flying away.
I don't know if it was on Classic or one of the others.
I just remember that I punched you up and you got sent flying.
I remember when the negative Classic fight was happening, but again, it was stated that he could only use up to 25% of Classic's true power.
Yeah.
So, in grand total, they were barely able to hold up against 25%. Which is saying a lot. Currently, Classic's just being patient. And just having
For what was he being patient for?
the Chara Gapes to evolve to the next level.
I thought he'd be waiting for the frickin' ticking time bomb. Haven't seen him in a while.
Well, that too, but...
That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing that we haven't seen the ticking time bomb.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Frisk play them because I go like... I can't have the main character and the fucking villain in the same room. But
I still remember when you were first talking about the clock back during the Sonic stuff. That was like the first time I've heard about the clock.
But Classic can't go beyond his current level.
Of what strength?
Well, remember his godly fighting and godly judgment Seraphim?
Yeah.
He's stuck at those levels.
He will evolve eventually.
He's hit a brick wall. And then, let's just say...
That's one way to say it. He hits a brick wall head on. Full speed.
He got he got told something that made sense to him. That they're all connected to his soul.
Hmm.
All the Chara games are connected to his soul. It's not him it's not his fault he can't surpass his limits. because he can't because others can't. If the Chara games don't evolve, his soul is kind of just stuck in a state where he can't surpass it, no matter how much training he does. He's just stuck at a current level. So he's being patient, waiting for the others to evolve.
Yeah.
Truth be told, he has a bet that Counter will evolve first.
There we go. That looks decent enough for a horror.
If I
got his. I'm gonna give him his eye a little bit of extra shine to it, just giving him a darker red. So that is not his eyeball.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is, Classic needs to wait for the others to evolve.
Yeah.
Which is really hard for him. Because it feels like I am stuck at a current level and I can't pass. Also, this gives me the excuse to come up with the design more. And the name.
I think we've already done making a horror sans Fuji already. That was quick. Now I just need a speaking image. I'll just change how his mouth looks, because that's easy.
Really?
What?
I might. This trip for Netherite, it's not going as well as the last one. Only reason I'm getting more Netherite is to equip my team. Yes, I know there's a recipe for hearts with Netherite. Thanks. I'm on the server by myself, but that's because no one has joined yet, and gonna need people, if you will, which is no, you cannot. I put in the title. It's Java. I'm sorry if I get a little irritated, but Java and Bedrock are two separate things. I cannot make it cross-compatible. Trust me, I would if I could. But I have not figured out a way yet. And I am not going to go through my pain. I'm not going to go through pain. Oh, more ancient debris. Hell yeah. Oh my god. I'm gonna continue mining. Okay, let's try this. Another quartz to get XP. I'm gonna try to get levels while I'm at it.
Alrighty.
Whoa, give me more fucking netherite. Look, I've tried to do a lot for the server, and last time I turned it on crack, that did not go so well. And I do not feel like going through the complicated process of going on going to the bedrock crap just for it not to work, and I'm really working on everything I can. Okay. Just one more nether quartz.
Alrighty then, horror is done.
Okay, just trying to gain XP and netherite. This is so fucking fun.
Alright, who's next? Killer or Insanity? No, I'm gonna do Insanity next, because he's my second favorite one out of the bunch. Here is the crackhead.
I wish. I wish more people did join, but it's nothing happens.
Well, it's a Thursday. They either got school or work.
No, just people don't join too often. Just some people do, some people don't. I really do wish I had more. But hey, beggars can't be choosers.
Insanity, this is where everything ends. Isn't it that insanity?
I have to get so much shit.
What else do you have to get?
Well, truth be told, I have plans.
The plans?
I have, well, what if I were to go to the nether? I mean the end.
But you're not allowed to go there yet, are you?
Oh no, we are. No one's just
Well,
bothered.
it's not open yet, though.
No one's actually just bothered. It is open.
For how long, though?
It's been open since the server started. No one just had access. The two's focused on survival, but it wouldn't be fair if I did it while everybody was offline. Again, I can locate it, but that feels a little cheap.
I'm doing the two crackheads first before killer. That is something. That's a freaking tongue twister. Oh yeah, expect the insanity to hold Papyrus' skull. That's why I plan on adding to the Fuji of him just Papyrus' skull just existing. This might be one of my most detailed models, honestly.
No, I do not mean to place my pet. Whatever alarm it is, shut the fuck up.
Doesn't sound like an alarm, it sounds like a ringtone.
No, that's an alarm. Trust me, I know.
Is it full? Oh, I don't want to ask too many questions, but...
I'm gonna... Oh my god. Phone, what the fuck do you want? It's telling me to eat
fuck,
food.
that hurt.
It's telling me to eat food.
Oh, I
Of
hit my
course,
leg.
Of course, it's the one to eat food.
Oh, there we go.
Sometimes I would forget to eat food.
Yeah. I don't know if you can hear this music in the background that I'm listening to. Can
No,
you?
no.
Okay, good. Don't want any copyright here.
No, another right.
I need music to make insanity here because I'm not gonna be able to get a good focus on him. God, he has every little bit of detail I have to add in this guy. Insanity may be the hardest one to make. It might take me a few days to finish him.
Right,
How crazy.
things are starting to spawn in my tunnels.
Oh, that's weird.
It's because the tunnels are so large.
That makes sense.
Because I have been mining in these tunnels for ages.
When I was a child, I yearned for the mines.
I actually prefer not mining in the nether. I am gonna yearn for the mine. I'm going back to the regular overworld to mine.
Oh yeah, I was actually gonna ask how was the Minecraft movie?
It was actually not that bad.
Yeah, how was the chicken jockey part? Did everyone throw their popcorn?
No.
Okay, good.
Oh, ancient debris.
Honestly, I feel like Insanity Papyrus had the worst, like, Insanity Papyrus has been the worst. Like, you know, what happened to Papyrus. It's always suffering with him.
And nothing there. Gonna go another ancient debris.
I like Insanity, but Jesus Christ, you have a screw loose, Insanity.
Yes.
Technically still, not your fault that you have a screw loose. It's Gaster's fault that you have a screw loose. Because he injected your head with determination, and that cannot be fixed.
You know, we need to get back to Sans IP later. I realize how many things I'm neglecting.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to add damage to his eyelids or not. Or to his eyes.
And I fucking... I hate lava. I hate fucking lava. I hate fucking lava.
Lava is annoying. That looks like a good eye. It's pretty good.
I need... Keep mining.
Ooh, wait a minute. Of how many characters do see Insanity? That's gonna be, honestly, some decently good videos with him, honestly. It's gonna be fun. Oh shit, I forgot I have to add blood in his mouth because he's all bloody and shit.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
if you don't...
fuck.
If you don't remember, Sever Corrupted's level of violence is at... I think I'm officially putting it at 7.
Dust is higher level, confirmed.
That's the thing. He needed to kill someone, but he would rather his level of violence stay at 1.
I wonder how he's gonna react to Dust and the other monsters that I've killed.
Sever Corrupted would be... well, not the happiest. Well, he's met their dust. He understands the chill, but if they see his level of violence, they'll be like, don't tell anyone.
What? His?
Like, yeah, separate
Dust just doesn't care. You think he went through the same thing as he did?
No, the reason he has a level of violence of 7 is because he was forced to kill to get classic soul fragment back.
Yeah.
And he will not tolerate anybody telling anyone. Because he'd rather be having a peaceful life.
Oh god, do I add twitching to him? Where he just twitches sometimes as him talking, or do I not add that for insanity? As I will maybe add some twitching to him, just to make him more how the character acts in canon. He twitches a lot, like he...
My question now is, could Seven Corrupted beat Insanity?
Well, Insanity?
Yeah, Seven Corrupted. He is powerful, but...
Insanity is not merciful, so... It's up to Insanity if he wants to, well,
No,
fight ya.
remember. He's...
Technically, you have to fight him first to, well, you know, for him to fight back.
Well, no, if... In theory, could Seven Corrupted beat Insanity?
I don't know.
Because...
Insanity does have a second phase where he gets even more determined to take you down, so...
Like, if provoked enough, he will go beast.
It's up to Insanity's, like, dodging capabilities and speed to see if he can win.
And not to mention, well, beast does up his power and speed.
Who would be faster, though?
That's a good question. But, and it...
Insanity can be quick. He's able to deal with a genocidal toddler at, like, Mach 10, it seems, similar to Killer.
But Seven Corrupted's not too battle experienced. He's battled... Yeah, he's had to battle a few times, but... Really.
Insanity has way more combat experience than him.
But again, as a Chara Gabe, he will adapt to battle fast. It's practically running through his blood.
Yeah.
But
So I guess it's based off who would win in the fight.
yeah, and what Seven Corrupted evolved during that fight.
I think Insanity's strongest feat that he has is he can deal with Dust and Killer at the same time.
Seven Corrupted is powerful in his own right. He knows how to fight efficiently.
The only way to get Insanity on your team is to fight him. He's like a Dragon Ball character in some way. He's like Vegeta, I guess you could say. The Vegeta of Sans's.
But the only thing is, Seven Corrupted hasn't gotten full control over his beast form.
So it'd be two wild beasts fighting each other if you think about it.
No,
Insanity is like a beast.
The reason is, it still drains him.
Yeah.
But if they enrage him, the beast form will keep going. Hold on.
So it's just up against Stamina then, who would last longer in the fight.
But there's other factors at play.
Yeah.
Because, one, if a need none of what triggers and his body strong enough to handle it, he'll be fully healed and with his stamina back and just more power. But then you also have to take consideration as he gets angrier, his power grows and speed. And in theory, you might get better control. And then there's also throughout the battle, you'll get more battle experience and you'll get more hang on his beast. The beast is stronger. Far stronger than.
It was like determined hate that he dealt with. So it was like a mix of a determined knife with hate powers. It was similar to Betty that he was dealing with in the lore.
I have no doubt that Sever
It
Corrupted.
might just end up in a draw, honestly, for how powerful both could be.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw in the former time trio version of Insanity because he's just freaking broken. The former time trio version. He could send him. He could cause like shockwaves just by punching the ground.
Again, this is just. Now I'm not choosing Classic because Classic, one, has so many years of battle experience.
Insanity just has enough just for normal amounts.
Yeah, but
you could probably outsmart him and everything else about Insanity.
Oh no, Classic would be able to outsmart, outmaneuver, and just.
I don't know about outspeed him though. Is
Godly,
Classic fast?
Godly Judgment. Godly.
Be fast enough again? Well, yeah, probably.
Godly Judgment is a 2,500 times multiplier in speed.
Yeah, Insanity won't be able to keep up, but his dodging will still be decently fast.
Problem is, Classic would be able to read future attacks because of Godly Fighting.
Okay, instead of Insane, what about the Murder Time trio then?
No, I'm just saying Classic would win.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, Classic would destroy poor Insanity.
And if it's
But if it was former time trio if it was former time trio Insanity, it might be a different story again for him because he can activate something called Determined Rage that makes him go even faster than he was supposed to go.
My Classic.
And his eyes glow a blood his eyes glow a blood red color, so he has like that. He can like lock on to you, so you gotta be real careful with him.
Classic would actually be used to that fighting style, and he would just.
Yeah.
And if
he'd have like a melted face as well from him being part amalgamate in his phase 3 form.
And plus,
so it'd be hard to kill. It'd be hard to kill the guy, but he can get tired eventually if you just tire him out enough.
Won't be new to this concept. And if needed, he could go even further beyond his normal limits.
Oh wait, we should talk about which characters could take on Betty. Like, Sans and Chara's could take on Betty on a one-on-one. All forms.
Okay.
So I don't like our characters fighting each other because, you know.
Oh no. It depends on which type of Betty, because if it was like DNA, yeah, no shit.
A decently strong Betty, like
one
that could actually hold up really well against us.
Well, we are kind of planning something like that.
Which Sanses could take down Betty? I know Nightmare Mode could, being the one from
IndieCross?
Yeah, IndieCross. He's pretty freaking strong, if you know what he can do. But he can't take down normal Nightmare, though.
I'm going to take Counter out of the equation. I mean, not Counter, Classic.
As I said, Dust has and Lore said he did take down a Betty and absorb their powers. Dust could probably take down another few Bettys before he shuts down.
Counter...
Well, actually, he was having technically, he was actually having a 2v1 against Glitchtail Frisk as well, so
Counter
Dust could obviously take down Betty by himself.
Depending on which version of Betty, like, right now, we are planning on making one joke Betty because of the trader's bitch, being a bitch.
Yeah.
But if it's Counter going up against Betty, he'll be fueled by his rage. Try not to fall for any tricks.
Yeah, it seems like, okay, what about some other, like, Insanity could probably, well, I don't know if he could handle, Betty.
Now...
Insane does have that,
it's all up...
Yeah, it's all up to
It's
how
all up...
act.
It's all up to how strong they really are.
Yes.
Like, depending on
I feel like Betty would get like have a quick scare of seeing him holding Papyrus's skull. Like it would throw her off guard, seeing Papyrus just in his hands.
Now,
because he's met Sans before in Papyrus.
Now, it's really depending on the power of that Betty. Because
Okay, if it's hard mode, then Betty's screwed. Hard mode insanity is a very difficult sense to take out.
yeah, no, like, if it's, like, again, I can't say because...
And plus, insanity could just revive himself as well. He can revive, like Dust can.
I'm just saying it's very hard to power scale on Betty's because we've had multiple variations.
Yeah.
But multiple characters. But I would say one thing's for certain: SMP screwed.
Yeah, SMP would get one shot.
SMP is stuck at a power level. Like he goes like
What about the Pokemon universe?
again. If they're weaker than SMP, they stand.
Yeah, but they have Pokemon on their side to help them out.
Oh, separate counter.
Yeah.
A separate counter could actually just take him down solo.
But what happens if he had, like, if the Pokemon wanted to help in some way? Would he say no, or would he allow it?
He would actually deny it because he would go like, "You guys aren't getting hurt. I can handle this myself." Just wishes.
I feel like Poketail Dust is what I'm gonna be calling myself. I don't know. Would I call myself Poketail Dust, or would I just call myself just Dust still if I was in your universe at the time?
Again.
We really gotta show off that distortion world that we worked on.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, did someone join?
Yep, finally.
Who joined?
Hey,
Hello.
I might have been netherite grinding again.
Oh wait, hang on, I gotta turn him up.
Yeah, I don't know if my mic's like loud or quiet or what.
Try to up you to 200%.
Oh yeah, it's quiet.
I might have been netherite mining again.
I'm just here to talk, so
I got bored.
I'm just working on another Fuji tech for right now, so I'm just here to chat.
So I have no idea what I should be fucking doing. I'm thinking about just mining. No one's online right now, so
Dead server confirmed.
maybe you can get some emeralds, mate. I'm gonna go to spawn and try to find a cave from here.
Imagine you find a secret base.
Yeah. If so, I'm gonna make sure I note it down. I mean, the players are gonna.
I forgot how creepy Insanity Sands looks. Just that stares you down. God, I wonder how the other, like, characters would act with him still, though. It's probably gonna be fun.
I lost all my shit at. Random.
Hmm. Oh fuck! I keep on messing up the freaking bone for Insanity Papyrus's skull. That looks good. Good enough.
I'm just trying to look for a good cave.
Yeah. There's my creepy skeleton. There you are, buddy.
I want others to log on.
Well, they're busy, probably.
I want to start murdering. I'm getting bored of this pacifism bullshit.
Everyone's scared of ya. Would be too.
Can we not make car jokes with slaughtering people? I mean, I might have an axe through your skull soon if you do that again.
Which skull?
Theirs. And I'm not joking.
Like Susie?
Oh, please. I have sharpness IV on my axe. My sword is powerful, my bow is powerful. Overall, you do not want to underestimate me.
Unless he has end crystals.
You can't do it, so sadly. I would have done it, but still, no. I don't know how to use the crystals right.
That's taken off limits because of how powerful they are.
Then TNT.
Yes. That was my first thing I was going to do. I was like, egg crystals, why? Why not just use TNT? It's a lot cheaper.
I'm gonna go AFK for a second. I'll be right back.
I want to find people, but no one's online. Even if people fear me.
Alright, I'm back.
Dead silent. Oh man. Sore.